I didn't have a lot of formal training in singing until about 14 or 15, and I told my parents, like, hey, I joined the choir and theater in 8th grade and then in throughout high school. And I was like, hey, I should probably take some singing lessons. Yeah. So, where should I go? And they said, well, you're going to take opera lessons. And I was like, well, all right, that's maybe not what I was looking for. You know what I mean? So but they told me, they were like, hey, opera is probably like the discipline that you might want to learn if you want to sing really well.
Yeah. Lady Gaga, I think Jason Derulo. Mm-hmm. Was it Jason? Those two, I think they were opera trained.
Absolutely. And a lot of pop artists and a lot of big stars that have that operatic training. So I went to a place called Community Music School in Trapp, and I was under the direction of Mr. Michael Ashby there. And that dude 100% was just prolific, really brilliant. 14, 15 years old, had super high standards, was not kidding around. And I took to it, really, really quite quickly. And that was something that really gave me that extra, like that edge and that competitive advantage in my high school choir and theater program.
Yeah.
And I found a lot of great success in doing that. And opera is cool because it teaches you a way to use your voice in a way that's really sustainable.
Yeah.
In singing, if anybody's a singer out there, you're going to hear about belting. Oh, I blew my voice out. I need the lavender tea with honey, all that kind of stuff. To be honest, if you got good enough technique, most of the time you really don't need that extra addition. You know what I mean? You don't really need that recuperation because it's a holistic practice. So,
so interesting,
dude, honestly, that was big. That was big for me. And that helped kind of set me apart a little bit.
Yeah. And that was your parents pushing you towards that.
Absolutely. They just had that foresight. Like I said, they weren't musical in that sense. They never had any training or lessons or anything like that. We didn't have any instruments around the house. But they just, I don't know how or why, but they had that foresight to get me into opera lessons, which was really cool.